Welcome to another video. Today I'm doing a trade recap. Keep this one quick, short. The trade that I took that passed my 5 topstep XFA accounts. I got these accounts. Literally, I bought them yesterday. Passed them in 2 days. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I did to do that. Today I took 3 trades, 1 break even, 1 loss, and 1 win. So I'm gonna go over them today. The first loss that I took came right here. We once we pulled back into this 1 minute off of open. It was 9:37. I just waited for the change in the state coming out of this imbalance right here. We got the change in the state. We also got a semi close above this fair value gap. The initial change in the state was right here, but I wanted to wait until we invalidated this volume imbalance. So I entered right here on this candle. Stop at this low, targeting London session high. Got stopped out. Second trade I took that got stopped at break even was right here. I took this 1 minute inversion. The reason I also took this trade with less size as well, just because of the fact that we had an SMT. Wait, I'm lying. This is what happened. I took this trade with less size because we took a long time to like actually invalidate the imbalance. Now, yes, we did invalidate it once the macro came, but I do not like when the IFVGs take a long time. So I did de-risk on this one. I wanted to wait until I got slightly more confirmation. Then we got a quick push, which is where I ended up pyramiding, but I moved my stop to break. I don't think I pyramided yet. I moved my stop to break even though because I did not like the fact that we put in an SMT at these highs. So once we put this SMT in, I went break even. Because honestly, if price is going to move in my direction, it was supposed to be a very quick, swift move, like how we initially had opened up. But as you can see, we slowed up, got to chopping, boom, stopped me out at break even. I would have pyramided once we invalidated this 15-second imbalance. However, we did not get that. Now, the third and final trade that I took was right once we invalidated it off this candle right here. Ended up closing all right here. This is all that I needed to pass the account. So I would have been targeting this high, but as you can see, we did put in an SMT and price never even reached it on NQ. So I am glad I got out where I did. But yeah, ended up re-entering long right here. I mean, initial target would have been here, but ended up getting out slightly after we took this high. I got out like right here, I want to say, for a good risk reward, good trade that made my loss back plus pass my 5 accounts. Now, my initial bias going into the day, I was bullish for the most part, just because we were respecting this hourly imbalance. We had the hourly change in the state. It looked like a market maker buy model. However, once this 15-minute candle first closed, I wasn't really sure, so I really was just waiting and being very patient, very hands off, just until I got more confirmation from the market, because this was not expected for me at least. ES was still holding pretty bullish, but I didn't like how NQ had came through and respected the 15-minute, and we were just, we got the 15-minute change this day. I wasn't really sure what price wanted to do at that point, because to me, prior to that, it looked like we were just rebalancing to continue higher in the market maker buy model, because this looks like, to me, this would have been, sell side of the curve. Then this is buy side. We want to see us really rip through here, meet SD levels. 2.5 is my initial end of day target. It looks like we probably are still going to hit that. Price is just moving very inefficiently. I think it's partially because, we have FOMC tomorrow. And also just because the market has not been, the most clear recently. So I think it's a mixture of those things, and yeah, so I'm glad I got out where I did. I'm happy with the trades I took today. I think the initial loss, was that avoidable? Where was the initial loss at? Initial loss right here. Right at 9:39. I'm not really mad at it. We did, we closed above this imbalance like I wanted to see. So I really wasn't mad at it. We got everything I wanted. We were respecting an imbalance. We had put in an SMT at New York AM low right here. This was an SMT. I'll show you. As y'all can see, ES took the open low. We had an SMT. We're in an imbalance. Got an inversion. Got the change in state. We had a very strong draw in liquidity above us, which was London high. So I really wasn't mad at this trade. I would take this trade, 10 times out of 10. I think, today, just as I can see, NQs, I don't even know. But that was my trade. recap from today. Made $1,508 across my 5 XFA accounts. So yeah, those were trades. Want to keep it short, sweet. Got some more videos coming for y'all today, so stay tuned. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace out.